Ladies and gentlemen, the revolution will not be televised, except that it totally will be. I'm your favorite white colonizer Zionist prince, coming to you live from Tehran, Iran. Welcome, everybody. The city is burning, Khamenei is going down, but we are liberating Iran. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the newest news update on what's going on between Israel and Iran. All right, first and foremost, we got here on Twitter, like I said, the revolution will not be televised, except that it literally is. Regime television in Iran has been hacked by the opposition, now showing revolutionary material. So I guess this is from the opposition trying to promote the idea of a revolution within Iran. Pretty remarkable how fast things are moving here on the ground. This is that clip right there was just showing the IDF bombing. You can see it bombing the Islamic regime of Iran's TV station that happened the other day. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how fast this is going down. Isn't it truly amazing to watch this unfold? It really feels like we're living through history. I mean, we are living through history. Rise up. This is your moment. Go into the streets. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm so proud and happy for the people of Iran to see this going down. All right, now we've got a lot of pretty insane, amazing clips from Donald Trump today. We also have a speech from Khamenei himself. He actually piped up for the first time. Yes, the little rat bastard. The little rat bastard himself piped up. But let's hear from Donald Trump first. This is more interesting.
What gave you the idea to do this?
I've had it for a long time. In the first term I had it, but you guys were after me. I said I had to focus. I was the hunted, and now I'm the hunter. It's a big difference. Big difference.
What gave you the idea to do this?
So Trump's got a personal bone to pick with the IRGC because they have tried. We got kind of official confirmation this week too from Bibi Netanyahu. Basically, I think it was only theorized this whole time that the IRGC was the one that tried to assassinate him. There was some close ties to it, but we weren't sure. But I guess both Netanyahu and him have pretty much confirmed to the general public this week that the IRGC was behind both Trump assassination attempts. That means Trump has a personal bone to pick with the IRGC. And if you think that this is coming from Israel, all of this, which it is, maybe the reason why Trump is so gung-ho about bringing down the Islamic regime now without a negotiation anymore and saying it's too late for negotiations is because they tried to kill his ass and he's coming to get him now. So this is Trump on Netanyahu. Keep going. I speak to him every day. He's a good man. He's doing a good job. He's been very unfairly treated by his country. Let's take a look.
Share some of what you've told Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
So keep going. What do I say? I speak to him every day. He's a good man, doing a lot. Been very unfairly treated by his country, I think. He's a good man, doing a lot. Been very unfairly treated by his country, I think. Very unfairly treated.
Have you given him any indication that you may seek to aid them more than you have already?
No, I haven't. So far, he's doing a good job. He has been treated very unfairly by his country. He's a wartime president, and he's going through this nonsense. It's ridiculous.
Sounds like you got a good meeting. With him. Share some of what you've told Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
So keep going. What do I say?
It's so interesting. Trump is he's not letting his cards show at the moment. We really, none of us know what this guy is about to do. We have no idea if he's just about to he's not going to nuke Iran, but you don't know. He's keeping you guessing, which at the end of the day, it is the most, it's the thing that's probably killing the regime on the inside. And his open clad support for Israel right now has been pretty remarkable, considering his base is just freaking the fuck out. Instead of being strong Americans, be like, all right, these people are threatening us with a nuke. They've been threatening to annihilate us as well, alongside Israel. Let's show that we're the tough guys. Let's show that we're the kings on the block. Trump is doing that, but everybody else is like, I don't want to die for Israel's war. I don't want to die. Shut up. This is Trump on Iran. For 40 years, they've been saying death to America. If we go back 15 years, I was saying we cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon.
No, they had bad intentions. You know, for 40 years, they've been saying death to America, death to Israel, death to anybody else that they didn't like. They were bullies. They were schoolyard bullies. And now they're not bullies anymore, but we'll see what happens. Look, nothing's finished until it's finished. You know, war is very complex. A lot of bad things can happen. A lot of turns are made. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that we won anything yet. I would say that we sure as hell made a lot of progress. And we'll see. The next week is going to be very big. Maybe less than a week. Maybe less. But is there anybody here that said it would be okay to have a hostile, very, zealots really, but to have a hostile country have a nuclear weapon that could destroy 25 miles, but much more than that, could destroy other nations just by the breeze blowing the dust. You know, that dust blows to other nations and they get decimated. This is just not a threat you can have. And we've been threatened by Iran for many years. You know, if you go back and look at my history, if you go back 15 years, I was saying we cannot let Iran get a nuclear weapon. I've been saying it for a long time, and I mean it more now than I ever meant it.
I could see a little bit of faltering there in Trump. If I have to read in between the lines a little bit, you really think it really shows that he's trying to justify this for his base by telling them you can go back and see. And maybe that's true. Maybe his messaging is consistent to that. But he did run on the fact that he was going to end a war. He actually ran on the fact that he was going to end 2 wars, and now a 3rd one has begun. It's technically a part of the same war, so I can't blame him and be like 3 wars now. It's technically the same. It's the same war. I mean, we exchanged missiles with Iran 2 times before he was president. So it's technically a part of the same exact war, but you could say another front has opened up. I don't know. You want to say 3 wars, you can say 3 wars. So I think he really is trying to justify the current situation to his base, and that's fair. It's also totally fair. It's also totally fair to say he was consistent on the fact that he opposed Iran getting nuclear weapons. So, I mean, it's all pretty fair. Again, very, very interesting to see Trump so gung-ho about Israel. We've got even more from the White House lawn here. Reporter, Mr. President, what do you say to the Supreme Leader of Iran who says they will not surrender? President Trump, I say good luck. Khamenei really doesn't know who he's fucking with right now. You have to realize Khamenei's not doing the fucking. He's not fucking with anyone. He's hiding underground like a rat, just like Hania. Just like Hania also, but just like Sinwar. He's not taking the responsibility. It's unfortunately the Iranian people and the IRGC thugs, who some are genuine, some are just forced to be there. It's unfortunate, but it's true. That are going to have to deal with the consequences. It's not Khamenei. Khamenei doesn't have to deal with any of this until he'll just be killed.
President, what do you say to the Supreme Leader of Iran who says that they will not surrender?
Say good luck.
And what is the end game?
Say it? It's already run out. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Yeah, they had 60 days and a big, 60 days, plenty of time. And they made a mistake. Honestly, they made a mistake. Their country's in ruins. So many people are dead that shouldn't be dead. It's a very sad thing.
Look at that. I mean, that's pretty official confirmation there from Donald Trump about the patience running out, and pretty much confirming that he was behind this Israeli strike, or at least assisted in it. Because if he's saying our patience ran out, that means that he kind of gave at least somewhat of a direct order saying that he approves this idea of striking Iran. All right, we've got a 9-minute interview with a rat himself who's hiding underground, Ali Khamenei. This is going to be very interesting. We're going to see what kind of propaganda this little fuckface releases. Let's see. Let's get into it.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
After a 2-day delay, Iranian state media aired the speech by Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei in which he vowed Iran will never surrender. The Zionist enemy must be punished, and it is being punished. The U.S. entry into the scene is a sign of weakness by the Zionist regime.
Confirm this more and more. Let it be known that the Iranian nation will stand firmly against any imposed war, just as it has stood firm against an imposed peace. Iran will never surrender to anyone's coercion. I expect that people of thought, and those with voices and pens, especially those who engage global public opinion, should convey these realities and not allow the enemy to distort the truth with its deceitful propaganda. The Zionist enemy has made a grave mistake. The punishment dealt, and still being dealt, to this wicked enemy by the Iranian nation and our armed forces, and the punishment that is planned for the future will be severe. This has weakened them. The fact that their American friends have now stepped in and started speaking is itself a sign of weakness and helplessness. Lastly, the President of the United States has spoken with threats, issuing threats with disgraceful and unacceptable language, demanding that the Iranian nation surrender immediately. When one hears such things, it is truly astonishing. First of all, a threat should only be made against someone who is afraid. The Iranian nation has proven that it does not tremble before threats. Do not weaken, do not grieve. You will have the upper hand if you are true believers. This is a verse that the Iranian nation believes in. Threats do not influence our people's thoughts or actions. Secondly, telling the Iranian nation to surrender is not rational talk.
All right, Santa Claus with a turban. That's enough out of you. We're not listening to your old fucking stupid ass speech. Here's the deal. That's probably the last. Oops, sorry. That's probably the last of that man you're gonna see. Last time we had speeches like that coming out of leaders of Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, they ended up dead. So that's probably the end. That's probably the end of that man's life. And you're watching his one of his last speeches, inshallah. Iranian girls remove their hijabs, take over their school, and begin chanting death to the dictator and to the Islamic regime. Let's watch this. This is beautiful. I don't know why that jumped like that, but that's amazing. That's really amazing. This is incredible. The revolution is starting in Iran. We're actually witnessing it with our own eyes. It's unbelievable. This is smoke covering all of Tehran right now. More Israeli airstrikes. Complete air supremacy is no longer superiority, but complete air supremacy is now the term that the Israeli government is using. Wait, hold on. Check out this crazy footage from the Columbia Faculty Lounge. What the fuck? Hold on, this sounds like a joke. Let's see this. What is this? Okay, it's not from Columbia. It's from Iran. What a bunch of cave people. Is that cave people or what?
اگر اروپا و کشورهای مهم مثل روسیه و چین این خلأ بین المللی را پر کنند شاید راهی برای ادامه مسیر باشد. در غیر این صورت جمهوری اسلامی با اقدامات هسته‌ای خود ایشان را سر عقل می آورد. و این را بدانند که در چنین شرایطی ایران هیچ تعهدی ندارد که در جایگاه گذشته خود در مسئله هسته‌ای قرار بگیرد.
have a really hard time imagining this footage is happening now, right? Like, I can't imagine that these IRGC thugs are comfortable gathering right now, unless Israel has such restraint that they're holding back from attacking while these live showings are happening. This is from Visegrad 24. Breaking: the U.S. announces it's sending the USS Ford aircraft carrier strike group to Europe. It means that 3 U.S. aircraft carriers and 1 British will be deployed near Israel and Iran. The amount of allied firepower in the region will be enormous. And still none has been used other than to protect Israel during the rocket attacks. But so far, none have been used for actual offensive actions besides Israel's. We've got this last one from Mossad commentary.
We've pulled off a number of surprises. When the dust settles, you're going to see some surprises on Thursday night and Friday that will make the beeper operation almost seem simple. We've pulled off a number of surprises.
Sir,
when the dust settles.
Sir, don't tease me with that. Sir, don't you tease me with that. What the hell do I need to be prepared Thursday afternoon and Friday? It's Wednesday night right now as I'm recording this. All right, apparently we've got some interesting Zionist tricks up our sleeves for Thursday and Friday. I'm very, very, very excited. I tell you that much. So nice. So nice, very good. I like it very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the follow regime is here. It's coming down. It's all happening. Israel is winning. I spoke to a friend on the phone today. Shout out, because he's probably watching this video. And he said something very important to me. We should not fall into, being cocky, but we are living through an age of miracles. I said it before and I'll say it again. I was there during the first Iran attack. I was there during the second Iran attack. I lived through miracles both on those nights. It was nothing short of a miracle. Obviously, the IDF is to think, right? And the technology is to think. But also, I like to think God is involved in a certain capacity. And we saw miracles unfold in front of our very eyes. And the way things unfolded, you can't explain it without divine intervention. And I'd like to think that what's happening right now is the same, but we should not get cocky. We should be appreciative because we are really living through miracles right now, and it's nothing short of amazing. I'm so proud of our country. I'm so proud of our army. The way that I've seen Israelis come together and actually start heeding and listening to the warnings, running into the bomb shelter like a well-oiled machine. After 20, 30 minutes, they're allowed to come out. They come out and they continue on with their day like nothing happened, or, they're very tired. They're not sleeping much, but it's amazing to see Israel actually functioning like a well-oiled machine, and people's lives are being saved. People are not dying as frequently as the first couple days of this, and the damage is becoming less and less, and we are kicking ass in Iran, and we're hopefully going to stoke this revolution. It looks incredible. It looks incredible. Iran claims that there's still more tricks up their sleeves, but they are not dirty Jews, so I do not trust that they will do it. But let's see. Let's see what happens. I don't want to call the shots right now and declare a victory, but it definitely looks like we're on the path. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please support the channel. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.